We're nervous. We don't know if Neymar's a good driver or not.
It's his goal.
You're probably wondering how I ended up in the back of Neymar's Cybertruck and in a suite with him for the Brazil game. Let me explain. If you live under a rock, maybe you've never heard of Neymar Jr.
He's the 4th most followed person in the world on Instagram, with way more combined followers than Tom Brady and LeBron James.
He was also the prince that was promised, similar to LeBron James and how he was coming out of high school. Brazil is the birthplace of soccer, so at just 18 years old, Neymar became the face of Brazilian soccer. This ultra-talented teenager had the pressure of the country to deliver a World Cup trophy to Brazil. Now, in his playing career, Neymar has accomplished pretty much everything, but he has come up short in one place, and that's for his country, Brazil. Since he started playing for the national team, Brazil has yet to win a World Cup nor a Copa America. When Neymar tore his ACL in October of 2023, the media marked it as the end of Neymar's Brazil. Many critics were saying this Brazilian team was actually better without him. So, as I headed to LA to hang with Neymar before Brazil's massive match in Copa America, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit nervous to see how Neymar would be. I mean, it is human nature to not want someone else, especially your country and team, to succeed without you. What were those same critics going to be saying? Would Neymar really be in full support of his team? This opportunity to hang out with Neymar started at a Puma event in Los Angeles.
The energy here is very electric, and people don't even know what's about to happen. This guy behind me is about to show up and surprise all these young fans. I'm already so excited to meet Neymar, but when they find out he's showing up here to surprise them, this is about to be really cool. I'm excited for it.
Neymar was going to appear at a street soccer tournament surrounding the Puma Brasileiro collection.
The Cybertruck is ready. Neymar is going to be here soon. People are already lined up on the gates. It's going to be an unbelievable experience. How's it going, Jack?
Jack, Christo, nice
to meet you.
So I've been promised a seat in a car for this ride. As Neymar was arriving at the facility, I got pulled into a hallway waiting for him to show up. As I was standing in this hallway waiting for him, Jimmy Butler actually walked by.
You know, for hanging out with him, he brings a lot of security around these parts. I understand, he's pretty famous. Oh! All right, we're out by the truck. Just waiting for Neymar to come out. I hope Jimmy doesn't take my seat though.
Like I said earlier, I was really interested to see Neymar's mood. Remember, his team had a big game in LA the next day. Would he be in a bad mood because he was upset he couldn't play in the game? Or in general, what is this global superstar's mood towards fans?
All right, we're in the truck. We're just ducking out of the way so that we're not in the shot. Neymar's right there. We got a driver. He's a good driver?
Yes. Used to be. Yes.
We're nervous. We don't know if Neymar's a good driver or not.
It's his goal.
Okay,
Buckle up. Here we go.
Neymar's energy was incredible. Not only was he smiling the whole time, but when we got to the truck, he actually changed the plan of just riding in the truck to wanting to drive himself. We went for a ride around the block with Neymar zooming through the streets of LA, which gave me the idea to take this funny video.
This is the worst Uber ever.
It went insanely viral with 20 million views and had people wondering why this was happening in the first place.
It's nice car, bro. If you want it, you can have it whatever you want, dog.
Okay, take it, bro.
The rest of the day was pretty cool too. Neymar did an interview talking about his recovery from injury, how he thought Team USA would do in the tournament, and who the key player would be for Brazil in the tournament.
Brazil in Copa America will be Rodrigo because he's amazing and he's using the 10 jersey, the number of Neymar. But because Vinicius Jr. is already a genius, so he thinks the key man is going to be Rodrigo.
Then I had to hook up the Snapback fan.
We got a sign ball for you guys, so hit that subscribe button and one of you is going home with this.
After that, Neymar made the rounds, taking pictures, awarding trophies to the winners of the tournament, and then headed out to rest up before tomorrow's big day. But I stayed to interact with the fans, and you guys are amazing.
Are you a YouTuber?
Yeah. Jack.
Nice
What's your name? Christopher? Who's your favorite player?
Like,
In the world?
in the world? Ronaldo.
It's not Neymar.
No. That's my second.
His second favorite?
He was like one of the best killers in like 2020.
Ever.
What's your YouTube channel called?
Snapback Sports.
You gotta subscribe to the channel.
Gotta subscribe to the channel.
They know what's up.
Snapback Sports?
You heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it?
Can I subscribe?
Can you subscribe? I thought you're already subscribed.
Wait, you're in the car with Neymar?
Yeah. This is me in the car with him.
That's crazy.
Did you see the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his car. All right, you guys are probably thinking, you're not really hanging out with Neymar Jr., and that's fair. We got him to sign a ball, took a picture with him, got to hear him do a sit-down interview. But tomorrow, we're going to be in the suite with Neymar, and potentially Jimmy Butler, which I'm kind of getting excited about. But none other than Neymar watching Brazil play. It's literally going to be a once-in-a-lifetime, not even once-in-a-lifetime. It's going to be the only lifetime that this may ever happen for us. So, I'll see you tomorrow at SoFi.
I woke up for the day pretty excited. The plan was to meet up with Neymar in the suite and to watch the game. But at Snapback Sports, we have to capture the full experience. As you guys know, we love being in the atmosphere, surrounded by the energy. So I hit the streets and got talking to some fans.
We have made it to SoFi. Now, I've been to a bunch of games here before. The fans here for a Chargers or even a Rams game are pretty tame, which is why I'm so excited to see what it's like today with crazy soccer fans. If it guaranteed Brazil wins the 26th World Cup, would you let Argentina win Copa?
Never Argentina.
Would you take that deal?
For sure. You can take it. Argentina, Messi, go for the Copa and we get the World Cup.
If it guaranteed Brazil won the World Cup in 26, would you let Argentina win Copa?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah? Anything for the World Cup?
Yeah.
The fans were out in the 100-degree weather, chanting, having juggling competitions, and the energy was just on 100. Honestly, that's just international soccer. Everything's just better. And we're planning on going to the World Cup, but we can only do it if we get to 100,000 subscribers. So please, hit that subscribe button. I finally got a text that Neymar was also on his way, so I went to go talk to a couple more fans before heading into the suite and seeing what it was like.
If you can name both people in this photo, I'll give you 20 bucks.
Okay.
All right. What's your name?
Chris.
Chris?
Christian. Ryan.
Lorenzo.
Jacob.
I'm Jack.
Neymar.
We didn't ask his name. And you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Who remembers my name?
Oh.
What is it?
It's Jack.
There we go!
Once again, I was eager to get inside, but still nervous. I wanted to see what Neymar was going to be like, possibly watching his team succeed without him.
MTV Cribs. We've made it into the suite. Pretty sick deal, I'm not gonna lie. Almost looks like out of a movie here. Any great VIP suite has a bathroom, private bathroom. That means no bathroom lines. SoFi suites are really, really nice. You've got a little couch area over here. Behind me, you've got TVs. The food offerings for today. The herb roasted chicken sandwich. Honestly, for sweet food, that's gotta be the fattest piece of chicken I've ever seen. And then the seats. You know what everyone cares most about in the seats is how comfortable they are. That's all that matters. Look at this, and then look at this view. Could not be a better view.
The suite was super nice. SoFi, being built in 2020, is one of our favorite stadiums. The food offering was pretty solid too. Full food rating coming at the end. The national anthems were sung, and I settled in for the game. But I noticed one thing, and it was a little tough not to notice this.
All right, the game is about to start in 60 seconds. No Neymar, no Jimmy Butler, but they will be here. Let's go Brazil.
For a moment, I really thought it was because Neymar just didn't care about the team. But just minutes later, Neymar walked into the suite and everything changed.
Ready on that whistle, Rafinha bends it in, headed, wide open! Unless the flag comes up.
This dude was so engaged that he was getting trolled by the stadium and all over the internet.
Offsides, no goal. No goal. Not only does he care, he is stressed over Brazil being drawn up 0-0 at halftime.
And anything I had thought previously could not have been further from the truth. I mean, when Vinny got subbed off, he couldn't believe the decision. Seeing one of the best players in the world turn into a fan was such a unique experience. Being in the suite is pretty cool, and I had to take on rooting for Brazil. Obviously, being an American, I didn't really have a tie to Costa Rica or Brazil, but I was obviously gonna root for Brazil here. And seeing him react the same way I would have reacted if my favorite team scored a goal. I mean, and he grew up in Brazil, having been from there, so he's probably been a fan of Brazil soccer literally his entire life. So it was very cool to see that and his reactions throughout the game. Now, this is the part where you guys may think I'm crazy. I will preface this with the fact that this was by far the coolest experience of my life. I got to hang out with Neymar Jr. in a suite, in the back of his car, and more. But I will say this, after spending 24 hours with him, it's not all that is chalked up to be. And what I mean by this is the best part about going to a sporting event is enjoying the experience, specifically enjoying the experience with the people around you. And this isn't a knock on Neymar, his English just isn't very good. On top of that, it's Neymar. He's so popular that you're never going to truly be able to hang with him. He's constantly getting asked for autographs and photos, and he accepts all of them. But once again, it's not like you really get to hang. Fortunately, after experiencing this whole 24 hours with Neymar, I got to settle in and watch the game. Now that I'm back at the studio, it's time to give this full experience our Snapback experience score. If you're new here, we rate our experiences on 4 categories that are formulated into a perfect final score. If you want to see all our experiences, we've been to hundreds, hit the link in the description below. Now for fans and atmosphere, I gave this category a 7.7 out of 10. An international soccer match with fans flooding to the stadium hours before creates an amazing environment, but a 0-0 draw really did pull a little bit of energy out of the crowd.
Subscribe to Snapback Sports. Here we go.
Food got a 6.1. We've had the food at SoFi before, but this time in a suite was a different experience. I thought the offerings were pretty good, but this was your standard suite stadium food. It was good, but definitely not anything great. Uniqueness, 9.3. Now this probably could have been a 10 out of 10. I just hung out with Neymar, but like I said, hanging with him isn't really hanging with him. You're more so hanging around him. We're gonna do more content in the future where we're like hanging out with athletes and we actually get to be friends with them. And so I'm excited to see how that compares versus just being in the same space as a global superstar like Neymar. Final category got a 6.8. I love Los Angeles. We love SoFi Stadium, but the gameplay, a 0-0 draw, even though we did get that VAR goal and the reaction landed at 6.8. Now time for our final score, a 7.39. This fits in right in line with the Daytona 500 and right above the San Francisco Giants and UFC experience. After looking at our rankings, I think this fits in fairly well. Uniqueness, like I said, could have easily been higher up, but overall would totally recommend hanging out with Neymar if you ever got the chance. I would still recommend going to a Brazil international soccer game, which we're going to go to in Brazil this fall. We're actually headed to a World Cup qualifier. Hopefully Neymar hooks us up with tickets, maybe a jersey, maybe we get to go see his house. I don't know, but until next time, much love.